Welcome to our BTUFF Flights exploration. We are going to embark on a journey that will show us a marvel of the world, one of the wonders of the world, located right on the outskirts of Bakersfield. That is the Kern River Canyon. But we're not just gonna look at the bottom. We see that a lot, right? We are gonna go to the top of the canyon and see what it would look like looking down. We're also gonna look at some amazing rock structures that have probably never been seen by human eyes. That might not be true, but it is cool. And I don't think most people have seen it. So we're gonna take a look at it. So here we go. We're starting off our journey to the top. Amazing rock structures. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I don't know what kind of forces it takes in the earth to make this, but it's a lot of forces. I don't believe these mountains are hikeable. I could be wrong. I don't believe they are. These are enormous, and these pictures probably don't do it justice, but they're huge. You know, using this drone lately, I've had an appreciation for our exploration because, you know, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like the Mars, like when they have Mars, you know, pictures or whatever, where they have someone getting these images back. Well, you know, we're able to get these images now because of this drone technology that really wasn't available, you know, like 15 years ago, but now it is. So we're seeing these images of things that we never would have seen before, you know, that most people wouldn't be able to see. And now we can do it. We can see it at high resolution, you know, really cool. So we've reached the top here, and this is actually max altitude on the drone. It's how it's gonna let me go. And I believe it was 500 meters. There you go. Really amazing look at the canyon that most of us don't get to see. Now, if you were scared of heights, you would not want to be standing right here. I fast forwarded the film to, look at that bird. See the bird down there? Just kind of see, can you see that shadow? I don't know if it's a shadow or if that's actually a bird, but it's down there. But I have the footage moving at 2 times the speed. I'm gonna pan up here and look at this structure. Look at this thing. Is that huge or what? It's interesting too, because you can see that little, those little drain like lines where the water streams down that have carved slices into the mountain over the years. Pretty cool. We're gonna make our descent here. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there are power lines. You can faintly see them right below right now. And those, you know, putting those up was an amazing feat because they are way up there. And it's a huge line that goes from one tower to the next. I mean, it's enormous. I mean, they're not very close at all. They're, you know, so, man, I would have liked to seen how they put those up because that was probably amazing. And I'm not sure if that feeds power like to Lake Isabella or from Lake Isabella. I know there's a power plant halfway up the river. You've probably seen it when you drive by it, but I don't know if that has anything to do with these lines. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But you can faintly see them right there. You do not want to hit those things. Look down the river. Now I had to be careful here too because you have those lines right there, and then directly below there's another line that runs parallel or runs along the river. So we had to make sure we didn't want to hit that. So this is the opposite. This is the south side, and these rock structures are amazing. And they're halfway up the hill, or probably about maybe 3/4 up. And these structures probably have never been looked upon by human eyes. I could be wrong on that, but we've definitely never been able to see the detail of it like we're looking at right now. basically untouched. And once again, I don't think this is hikeable. And if it is hikeable, it's not by the average hiker. It is wild, all these millions of rocks just stuck on there with gravity, barely hanging on. This structure right here is amazing. It looks like California Adventure. It is a huge structure. I mean, look at that thing. People pay a lot of money to go see California Adventure, and here it is right here, right on the outskirts of Bakersfield. And those things, look at those rocks, man. They're like wedged in there. I mean, there's barely anything holding those things in there. Look at that. I mean, those things are on that. I mean, you could probably pick that up with your hand and that thing would go down to the river. I mean, down to the bottom base. It's amazing. Pretty cool. You see all the plants, see those yellow plants in bloom right now. Now, here's one thing I did notice. You see that this might be some people might have hiked this trail. Do you see that zigzag formation? And maybe someone that's into hiking can tell me that maybe someone did, you know, hike on this hill. I don't know. There's an overlook. Canyon. This is just the face of the canyon. I mean, I could spend, countless hours driving around looking at amazing things, you know, on this road. I mean, this is just the opening. This is like when you first pull in, this is where we go. But it goes on forever, you know. Really cool. I want to show you one more thing before we wrap this up. So of course, beautiful, right, river. It's very strong. You don't want to go in there. A lot of people come here from all over the world only to die in there, unfortunately. But it is springtime and it is beautiful. You can see here, right? Plants are in bloom. It's really nice. But there is one thing that was really a bummer to see, and that is people that have decided to graffiti the river for reasons I cannot imagine why you would bring a spray can to the river. That most people don't want to see this. You know, for some reason people think they need to leave their mark on something. Mind-boggling. And then on top of that, you know, people just dump their trash out there. Who cares, right? What do they care? Just throw the trash right out. And then, of course, everything from underwear to whatever, they just throw it right out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. This is Billy at BTUFF.